Handing me like hired assassins, always trying to provoke me. They're like an extortion gang. Cause when I used to drink Coca-Cola in Nigeria, and it's in a dirty bottle, and because that's the way the Coca-Cola in Nigeria is always said, sold in recycled bottles. And what I mean is you have to return the bottle, and they sell the Coke in the same bottle, but they claim to wash it, but sometimes they don't even wash it. So they say that can make you transsexual or can make you violent. So, I believe they want to induce me to some violence so they can claim, I'm just attacking everybody everywhere I go and rely on the police to hide the true information, because anytime I call the police, they don't help me. They change the narrative and I'm just a crazy person attacking people, and even get me killed. I try to use that to raise money. So they have a black American gang that they used to attack me everywhere, say you Africans, you come here and want to get ahead. No, but we're going to block you from getting ahead. So for so many years now, they rob, steal. Someone, who had a green card. They stole the green card from the person. They also stole it by immigration papers. So there is, xenophobic group. They can make money. That's what it's going on. So the extortion, like a narcotic gang. My mother was saying our daughters were moving with like a narcotic gang, especially that body. And the friend mental illness of my mother and killed my mother for money. So my mother was saying she was so scared when she went to Pennsylvania, the kind of people that daughter Bolani was moving with. And I always see her again in New York also. And they said my mother was saying they were putting car antifreeze fluid in my mother's food. So this is a RICO gang that hopes to exploit vulnerable Africans. So they've already killed my mother. She said that Bolani was moving with a gang. You can tell this gang is up to no good. My mother said she was so afraid of the gang that even when she sleeps with a knife underneath her bed. My mother was telling me that she thinks that daughter is going to kill her soon. And so, my mother thought it was going to be done in a violent way, but she said, but anytime that daughter gave her food, my mother said she started having pain in her chest. So she ran away from Pennsylvania and come here to New York, and she had a heart attack on the Greyhound bus. And they took her to the hospital, Bellevue, and my mother was starting to feel better. But my mother was in shock when these Bolani showed up at the hospital. And my mother was like, who gave you the address of the hospital? So they say sometimes when you move with a criminal gang, they'll have connection with the police, because people that do drugs or sell drugs, sometimes they have police informants that would tell them, how to avoid arrest. So they violated EPA law. So this racketeering and corrupt organization, they're able to locate people, I think, through the help of their police informant. So my mother said, they came to the hospital at daughter's Bolani and was harassing my mother. And I told the hospital to lock her up, so she's crazy. Even though my mother isn't crazy. So the hospital disconnected my mother from life support, the breathing machine, and I was trying to transfer my mother into the psychiatric ward. I said my mother died because she couldn't breathe anymore. So this gang, they're like a RICO gang that hopes to make money, and they surround me everywhere. And I believe part of their setup is to provoke me into some violence. My mother says it's a very violent gang she's moving with, and my mother was even thinking they're going to kill her through violence. But they didn't want to kill her through violence because they want to be able to make life insurance policy wouldn't be valid if somebody's murdered, and they know I would testify because I'm close to my mother. I would testify in court that my mother's not a violent person and she's not crazy. So that's why they poison her to look like a natural. And that Bolani told me she doesn't want an autopsy. I said, I want an autopsy because my mother was saying you were poisoning her. She told the hospital, no, don't do no autopsy. So to further confirm, and I told the hospital I want a lot of sleep, but the hospital didn't listen to me. I even went to the medical examiner. Medical examiner office. So on the last train I was on, the 2 train, those gang members surrounded me, and they were playing their music so loud, threatening people. People were running away. So they have the gangs taking over the MTA. So this Trump has rendered this country so unsafe for immigrants, where gangs feel powerful to attack immigrants, and they're continuing in the legacy of how my mother's daughters killed my mother. So the black on black killing is increasing, and it's like this Trump one small black killed. He said he's going to pardon the George Floyd killer. Said the George Floyd killer is going to go home free. So this is what is going on. I'm on the number 5 train now. I had to run away also because, the music, I already have hearing issues. My ear always discharges pus. So I don't know. No, so I used to be under immigration surveillance because when my mother brought me here from Nigeria, I was arrested at JFK. The immigration agents were messing with me, saying children weren't allowed in America anymore, which was a lie. And my mother ended up having a heart attack. Because my immigration case went on for 8 years, and she was a poor person, but she had to pay $15,000 to lawyers to help me. And the lawyers were also playing games. They weren't really helping me. So my mother suffered a heart attack. Then her daughter poisoned her food to kill her early. Oh, they turned America into something else. My friend Eric Garner was trying to help me also. The police went and choked him dead. So for the past 25 years, it's been terror. I've been terrorized. And nobody will help me. Everybody just minds their business. So FIFA is not safe to bring the World Cup to America. Immigrants are going through all kinds of stuff. And people are so divided. If you're not from their ethnic group, nobody will help you. 174th Street. Because of the legacy of slavery. Even during the 500 years of slavery here, nobody helped the black that were enslaved. People just stick to their own. So there's a narcotic gang now killing blacks for money, and their police is not helping. They've already killed my mother. And my friend Eric Garner trying to help me. The police went and choked him dead. So all kinds of crimes is occurring. And they surrounded me with the gang members on the last train I was on. I was on the train, number 2 train earlier. And they were playing their music so loud. They came and sat next to me, close by me. And people were running away. Which is against federal law. You can't terrorize somebody on the train. It's a federal crime. There was a black guy 2 years ago, brought a gun, was shooting people. Nobody died. Is now serving life imprisonment. There's a federal law against terrorizing somebody on the train. It's life imprisonment. But because I'm an immigrant, when I inform the authorities, they don't arrest these people. I recorded this guy playing the music so loud. They said now the trains have cameras. All the trains now, they've put secret cameras. I'm like, there's no need to put a secret camera. Let people know every train has a camera. It's recording everybody. Because people were like just, a lot of people fled the train. If they are aware every train car has a camera, I believe, people would have called the police. But people didn't think they have any proof. And I guess they were too scared to bring their phone out to record. They were playing the music so loud. But I brought my phone out to record. But my phone battery is almost dead. So this gang hacked into my phone. My phone battery is like 3% left. Anytime my phone battery is about to die, they will attack with them all. So it's a RICO gang. RICO is a racketeering gang. They say America used to have a lot of gangs like that. That extorts people, kill people for money, life insurance policy for. So this is the gang my mother's daughter is part of. And they're able to locate me. I believe they may either have informants in the FBI, helping them to move drugs, because I'm under immigration surveillance. Because once they put you under immigration surveillance as an immigrant, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, you'll be under immigration surveillance. Even this Trump said he wants more FBI to be following immigrants. That the FBI should stop following criminals and start following immigrants. That immigration is his priority. He doesn't care about the other crime. He doesn't care about all these people killing, selling drugs. He said he wants the FBI, especially in New York, to be following people that overstay their visa, help apprehend them. He said they should change their priority. Usually the FBI is used to arrest criminals. He said he doesn't care about criminals. He cares about immigrants. So immigration is the problem. Not people killing people, selling drugs, selling fentanyl. So they are not the problem. So the immigrants are the problem. People that come to visit their family and don't go back home and the tourist visa expires, so those are dangerous. People that come to visit their family member and their tourist visa expires, they don't go back home, so they're the real danger, not killers. So, and people don't care. People don't care. Anything this guy says like it's God. Nobody protests, hardly. So this is what is going on. Never seen such brainwash.